Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, like this video and press the bell icon. In this video, I will show you how to do routing in Angular 17. Before proceeding, I assume that you have a basic knowledge of Angular. I have already installed Angular 17. If you want to know how to install Angular 17, press the I button and watch the video. Open your terminal in VS Code. Open Command Prompt. Do not use Windows PowerShell, else you will get an error. Now type the command ng serve to run the app. Now open your browser and type localhost :4200 and you can see the Angular 17 page with new Angular logo. Now, let's see the directory structure of Angular 17. The src folder is the main folder. The app folder contains the components, templates, and styles for your application. This is the CSS file for app component. This is the HTML file for app component. This is the test file for app component. This is the TypeScript file for app component. You can see that this component is a standalone component. Router outlet is imported and added inside imports array. Add title for app component. This is app config TypeScript file. This is the app.root.ts file. We will add the roots inside this file. This is index.html file. You can see app root selector, where the content of the root component will be rendered in the HTML file. This is main.ts file, which is the main entry point for the application. This is styles.css file, which is a global stylesheet file. We will create three components: home, about, and contact. Click on this icon and select Command Prompt to open a new command prompt. Now type the command ng generate component home -- skip - tests. This command will create home.component.css, home.component.html and home.component.ts files inside app/home folder. It will not create spec.ts test file. You can see that home folder is created and home.component.css, home.component.html and home.component.ts files are created in the home folder. Now type the command ng, -g, -c, -about, -- skip - tests. Here G is for generate and C is for component. This command will create about.component.css, about.component.html and about.component.ts files inside app/about folder. It will not create spec.ts test file. You can see that about folder is created and CSS, HTML and TS files are created in the about folder. Now type the command ng, -g, -c, -contact, -- skip - tests. This command will create contact.component.css, contact.component.html and contact.component.ts files inside app/contact folder. It will not create spec.ts test file. Open app.component.html file and delete all the default HTML. Here, add app home selector, which will be used to display home component. Open home.component.ts file. You can see that the selector name is app-home. Open about.component.ts file. Here the selector name is app-about. Here the selector name is app-contact. Now, after App Home Selector, add App About Selector and App Contact Selector. Here, you can see App Home is not a known element error. To fix this, open app.component.ts file and import Home, About and Contact components and add them in the imports array. Now you can see that the error is gone. Now, open your browser, and you will see that all the components have been rendered. Now, let's add Tailwind CSS CDN in our app for styling. Open google.com and type Tailwind CSS CDN, press Enter. Open this link. Copy the script tag. Open index.html file. Paste the script tag here. Now, let's add Tailwind CSS classes to check if the CDN is working or not. Now, open your browser, and you will see that Tailwind CSS classes have been applied to the text. Open app.roots.ts file to add the roots. In curly braces, type path in single quotes, followed by a colon and a single quote, then add a comma. Include component followed by a colon and the home component. Don't forget to import home component. Add a comma after the ending curly brace. After the home root, now add a root for about. Import about component. Now, let's add contact root. Import contact component. Open app.component.html file and remove all the selectors. Now, add router outlet directive, which acts as a placeholder that Angular dynamically fills based on the current router state. Now, open your browser, and you will see that only the content of the home component is displayed, as this is our home root. Now, type localhost :4200/about to open the about root. Now, type localhost :4200/contact to open the contact root. Here, you can see that only the content of the contact component is displayed. It means routing is working. Now, let's add some Tailwind CSS templates in our components. In Google type tailblocks.cc. Scroll down. Select this template block and click on dark mode icon. Now click on yellow color. Now click on View Code and copy the code. Open home.component.html, remove the paragraph and paste the code here. Now we will add template for about component. Scroll down. Select this template block. Now click on View Code and copy the code. Open about.component.html, remove the paragraph and paste the code here. Now we will add template for contact component. Select this template block. Now click on View Code and copy the code. Open contact.component.html, remove the paragraph and paste the code here. Now, if you open the contact page, you will see an error. We need to use an HTML entity instead of the @ symbol in the contact component. Copy this HTML entity. Open contact.component.html file and replace the @ symbol with the copied entity. Now you will see that the error has gone and contact form is displayed. Type localhost:4200/ about to go to the About page. You can see that the template of the About page is displayed here. Now type localhost:4200 to go to the home page. You can see that the template of the home page is displayed here. Now, we need to add a navbar to navigate from one page to another. In your terminal, type the command ng, -g, -c, -navbar, skip, -tests. This command will create navbar.component.css, navbar.component.html and navbar.component.ts files inside apps/navbar folder. It will not create spec.ts test file. Select this template block. Now click on View Code and copy the code. In navbar.component.html file, remove the paragraph and paste the code. Now open app.component.html file and add the app navbar selector before router outlet, as we want to display the navbar on all pages. You can see the error, app navbar is not a known element. To fix this error we need to import the navbar component in app.component.ts file. In app.component.ts file, remove the imported components home component, about component, and contact component. Also, remove these components from the imports array. Now, add navbar component in the imports array and import the component. Now, if you try to open the links, they will not open because we haven't added the routerlink directive to the navbar links. Open navbar.component.html file. Remove the text and type home. In second link, type about. Here, remove the text and type contact. Remove this code. Now, in the tag of home link, before the class, type routerlink equals in double quote slash. In the tag of about link, type routerlink equals in double quotes /about. In the tag of contact link, type routerlink equals in double quotes /contact. Now, if you click on the links in the navbar, the pages will not open because we haven't imported the routerlink directive in the navbar.component.ts file. Open navbar.component.ts file, add routerlink directive in the imports array and import it. Now, if you click on the navbar links, all the pages will open. Here, all the pages are opening, but we need to add an active link indicator so that when a particular page is opened, a border will be displayed under the corresponding link. Open navbar.component.css file and add .active class. Add border, transform and transition property and their values in the active class. Now, add routerlink active equals in double quotes active, where routerlink active is an Angular directive and active is the active class. Copy this code and paste inside all the links. Open navbar.component.ts file, add routerlink active directive in the imports array and import it. You can see that the active link is displaying under the link when we open a page. But there is a small issue. The active link is displaying under both the home and about or contact links. Open angular.dev website, which is the new website for Angular documentation. Click on the docs link. Now, click on the routing link. Now open router reference. Click on active router links. Scroll down. Here you can see that active route links cascade down through each level of the route tree. So parent and child router links can be active at the same time. To override this behavior, bind to the routerlink active options input binding with the exact:_true expression. By using exact:_true, a given router link is only active if its URL is an exact match to the current URL. Open navbar.component.html file and bind the routerlink active options, input binding with exact:"true expression to all the links, following the routerlink active directive. Now, if you open any link, the active class border will only be displayed under the link of the page that is currently open. Click on Routing in Single Page Applications link. Now, click on Identify the active route. Here, you can see ARIA current when active equals page. ARIA current when active is an input which sets the ARIA current to a specified value when the link becomes active. ARIA current when active makes sure that visually impaired users, which may not perceive the different styling being applied, can also identify the active button. Copy ARIA current when active equals page. Add ARIA current when active equals page to all the links after routerlink active options. You can see that all the links are functioning correctly. Here you can see that we are on home page, but the title is not changing. If we go to the contact page, the same title is displaying. Open app.root.ts file. Here, we will add the title property after the path in all the routes. In single quotes, type title, and in single quotes, type the title of the page. Add a title property and specify the title of each page in all the routes. Now, you will see that when you go from one page to another, the title of the page changes. Now, if a user types a route that doesn't exist, we need to display a 404 page not found page. After localhost :4200, type something randomly, and you will see a blank page displayed with the navbar. Now let's create a page not found component. In your terminal, type the command ng, -g, -c, page not found, skip, -tests. This command will create page not found.component.css, page not found.component.html and page not found.component.ts files inside app/page not found folder. It will not create spec.ts test file. Open page not found.component.html file and add this code, which will display a 404 page not found text and a link to go back to home. Now, open page not found.component.ts file and add routerlink and routerlink active directives in the imports array, then import them. Click on Routing in Single Page Applications link. Now, click on Adding a 404 page. Here, you can see that we need to add double star in single quotes in the path property. The new route uses a path, double stars. This path is how Angular identifies a wildcard route. Any route that does not match an existing route in your configuration will use this route. The wildcard route is placed at the end of the array. The order of your routes is important, as Angular applies routes in order and uses the first match it finds. Now open app.routes.ts file and add the page not found route at the end of the array. Do not forget to import the page not found component. Now, if you type a route that doesn't exist, a 404 page not found page will be displayed. Click on the home link and you will go to the home page. Now, let's say you have a link or button on the home page. When the user clicks on this button, they can go to another page. Open contact.component.html file and copy this code. Now, open home.component.html file and paste the code before the closing section tag. Replace the button text with contact. Now, add routerlink = contact in double quotes. Open home.component.ts file, add routerlink directive in the imports array and import it. Now open home page and click on the contact button and you will go to the contact page. Now, let's proceed to implement the redirect. Click on Common Routing Tasks. Now click on Setting up redirects. You can see that, to set up a redirect, configure a route with the path you want to redirect from, the component you want to redirect to, and a path match value that tells the router how to match the URL. We need to add the redirect before the page not found route. Here, the third route is a redirect so that the router defaults to the first component route. Notice that this redirect precedes the wildcard route. Now, open app.routes.ts file. In the home route, add home in single quotes to the path property. Now, after the contact route, add a route that redirects the user to display the home component. Copy this code. Paste the code here. Replace first component with home. Open page not found.component.html file. Type /home in the router link. Open navbar.component.html file. Type /home in the router link. Click on the home link, and you will now see the URL showing localhost 4200/home. Remove /home from the URL, press enter, and you will observe that it redirects to localhost 4200/home. Go to contact page and enter the URL, localhost 4200, and it will redirect to localhost 4200/home. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. I will see you in next tutorial. Till then, stay safe.